Well, hey guys, this is Jason Hershey. Many of you know me as director of David's Tent in Washington, D.C. I'm actually out here in the woods at our remote location in southern Maryland. I have an invitation for you. Quite honestly, not joking, I think it's the opportunity of a lifetime. But before I get there, I want to tell you what God's been doing in our staff community here in DC. We just got finished with a 21-day focused season of corporate prayer and fasting together that we called the Bridegroom Fast. Now, the reason why we call it the Bridegroom Fast is the revelation at the end of the ages that we're all invited to a great wedding feast. Jesus himself, when he walked on the earth with us, he introduced himself to us at one point as the bridegroom. I will be the most intimate relationship you will ever know, is basically what he was saying to us. So this fast was not about national crisis or personal crisis or a certain cause or a certain door to open up for our lives. This was simply about Jesus. Our hearts yearn for more of you. We want our bridegroom to pierce our hearts with his fresh affection and love again. And you know what? Oh my, did Jesus answer that prayer. We were gathering together every afternoon, going house to house, crowding ourselves into each other's living rooms. The first thing we would do is we would debrief. What has God done in your life in the last 24 hours since we met yesterday? And many were having dreams from the Lord every single night, and prophetic encounters with people, and fresh tears in their quiet times. Cameron, even the one morning, Jesus, he actually woke up hearing the audible voice of the Lord speak to him. Just saying, that doesn't happen every day. As we were meeting together every afternoon, we'd then launch into, we prayed chapter by chapter. We worshiped our way through the Gospel of Matthew. The spirit of revelation would come so strong upon us. It's hard to put into words, but it was almost like Jesus himself was standing in the flesh in our midst. I remember the one afternoon where Rebecca kind of like prayer exploded. Jesus, she said, Jesus, I've been walking with you for so long, and I'm beginning to realize that I haven't known the half of who you actually are. And I think in that moment, she just encapsulated what all of us were sensing of, wow, this fresh wonder and this fresh worship. Jesus, so this is who you are? This is who I'm walking with? And our hearts were just completely captivated by the beauty of the Lord. When it was all done, after the 3 weeks was over, we were all so divinely changed. As a corporate community, some of us have been walking together for 5, 6, 7 years, and we all agree we've never had a season even close to as glorious as this. So as we all got all done, we had this big pool party to celebrate, tons of donuts, great cookout, some baptisms, and coming off of this pool party, celebrating this time, there's just been this stirring in me. Man, we need to do this again. Only this time, I feel like the Lord has given me permission to invite others to come and join us. We know a nation is defined by its youth. And so if you are 30 years of age and younger, I want to personally invite you to come to Washington, D.C. for another season like this fall, September 25 to November 15. Now, I know that's more than 21 days. It's actually 50 days. We want to have a couple weeks on the front end to get to know each other, really share our testimonies with one another, come together as one family before the Lord. We have to be united, then launch into the 21 days, but we know nothing is fully over till it's properly celebrated, right? So we want to have some time on the back end, too, to properly celebrate all that God's going to do. So I want to invite you, pray about coming this fall. Is Jesus calling you to join us? If he is, say yes. Leave your nets at once. Follow Jesus. I want to challenge you to take a gap semester from whatever you're doing to stand in the gap for your generation. There's something in my guts, and I think you would agree, that we just know that the best intercession for our nation and our generation is to simply embody the prayer and be the people that seek the face of God with all that we have. So I just know as we do that all over this nation, suddenly a generation's going to be ruined for the pleasures of this world and are going to crave Jesus suddenly. Are going to start reaching out. What must I do to get to know Jesus? This is going to be a magnificent time. I just know it. So I want to invite you to pray. We're calling it One Desire USA. The Race, the Chase, 50 days to seek his face, September 25 to November 15, 2018. If you're over 30 years of age, you can apply anyway. Maybe we'll make another track for the older folks, or possibly we'll weave it all together in some sort of intergenerational seeking of the Lord. Wouldn't that be awesome? A Malachi 4 coming together, the hearts of the children and the parents. But really I sense a focus on the youth and young adults on this. So I guess all are invited, but a focus 30 years of age and younger. We're calling you to come to Washington, D.C. And between now and then, I hope to see you here. I bless you. Just know that your life is a very personal thing to the Lord. And when you set your heart to run hard after him, his heart is totally captivated by you. Pray about coming. I hope to see you here. Bless you.